And topping national news, the FBI is investigating a targeted act of violence at a church in Michigan. There, a man opened fire before setting the building on fire as well. In all, 5 people were killed, including the gunman, while 8 others were injured. Roop Raj, the evening anchor at our Fox affiliate in Detroit, has been reporting from the scene all day and is joining us live tonight. And Roop, this has been a tragic day for your state.
It certainly has. We're coming to you from about an hour away from Detroit and about 20 minutes away from Flint. So we're just kind of in between the two cities, if you will. And in this small town of Grand Blanc, Michigan, about 400 yards away, there's a church that, of course, you've been showing pictures of all day long, and the whole country, the whole world has been watching. Inside of this Church of Latter-day Saints, there were parishioners who were there starting the morning off, presumably about 12 hours ago, expecting a nice day of calm prayer, when suddenly they heard a big bang. And it was that bang that was actually the pickup truck that slammed into the front of this church. And when that happened, apparently people thought, okay, maybe someone had a medical emergency. Some people started running outside the church to see what had happened. And when they ran out, this man, Thomas Sanford, investigators say, came out and just started spraying bullets in the parking lot. He was killed there in the parking lot, but not before shooting 10 people inside the church or right outside the church in the parking lot as well, and also setting fire to the entire church. And when he did that, there were so many people who, of course, were trying to get out. They were actually covering children and older people with their bodies, trying to take care of those who are more vulnerable around them. And as they did that, the fire then started, and it's unclear if there were explosives that were inside as well that may have caused the entire thing to then go up. Now, I can tell you right now that some of the people we spoke with, they say that the ones inside that building are, simply put, heroes.
It's very tragic, and that's not what our community is. I'm confident that we're going to overcome this, as Grand Blanc always overcomes these type of incidents. And I also like to acknowledge the heroism of not only the first responders, but the people who were inside that church at the time. They were shielding the children who were also present within the church, moving them to safety. Just hundreds of people just practicing their faith. Just extreme courage, brave, and that's the type of community that we are.
Sadly, at this hour, we know that inside of that church, there are people that weren't able to make it out. And at this point, this is a recovery mission inside of that church as those firefighters and the ATF agents and others go in there looking for anybody who may have been left behind. In the meantime, I ran into about 40 to 60 parishioners who were outside of the church who were waiting to basically get their cars. They were here this morning, and they were escorted one by one inside, given to show their keys, and then they had to go to their cars, and the FBI escorted them out car by car as each of them came in and then left. That was the last time we saw everyday civilians in this area. Now it's all investigators who are looking at a terrible crime scene here in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Reporting from Grand Blanc, Roop Raj. Now back over to you.
And Roop, if I may ask a quick question, the suspect is much known.
Enough of that video, but let's go ahead. Clear conversation right here, man. We about to ruffle some feathers real quick. In this country is wild, because white people get their ass kissed, Asians get their ass kissed, shit, illegal immigrants get their ass kissed, poor niggas get their ass kissed. But if you believe in God, or if you say you're a Christian, everybody hates you. And it's okay to hate you. Why is it okay for everybody to hate God? Why is it okay for everybody to attack God? Why do we make so many excuses for people doing this shit? You know what I mean? Now, if this was something happening to black people over and over and over again, it would be an outroar. If it was somebody that was influential, Charlie Kirk, somebody like that, it would be an outroar. These are regular people like you and me. Imagine taking your fam to church, and then somebody just start dumping in the church and set the church on fire. Like, come on, bro. Let's be realistic. When is we going to stop accepting this? This is a clear attack on people as Christians. This is a clear attack on people that have faith, people that have spirituality, people that believe in morality, people that believe in more right-wing views, conservative views, not even on a political tip, but people that have that type of ideology and that way of thinking. We gotta do better, bro. And when is we gonna stop accepting this shit?